What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Darius De Niro, back at it with another reaction. Now today we're going to be reacting to a guy who is deleting himself for views. Now I don't know exactly what's going on in here. Viewer discretion is advised. But yeah, make sure you subscribe before you get into this video. Make sure you drop a like if you enjoy the content. Now without further ado, man, let's get right into it.
People will do anything for views, whether it be licking ice cream and putting it back in the freezer, or
horrible.
throwing cake at people at a mall. The point is, people will do just about anything for views or the chance at being internet famous. However,
Like I always say, man, clout is a hell of a drug. That ice cream licking stuff was just diabolical, bro. That was awful, man.
I don't believe everyone would be willing to subject themselves to literal torture to achieve it, which is what the YouTuber Normie is doing on live stream. For those who don't know who Normie is, he's a YouTuber slash streamer that has recently been going viral for his insane challenges that literally may kill him. One of his more recent challenges that you may have heard the internet talking about was him trying to break the world record for staying awake.
I will only be surviving off of
Staying awake for 12 days straight, failed attempt.
raw rice. I am only surviving off of raw rice for the next 11 days. Pooh.
Just a little side note, Guinness World Records has stopped tracking sleep deprivation records in 1996 because of its harmful effects on the body, which basically just means that Normie wouldn't even have had the record even if he did set a new one. But that's not
Dog, imagine staying up for 12 plus days and the record doesn't even count towards anything because it has no longer been recorded since 1960s. That's crazy work.
265 hours is the number he'd have to beat to acquire this world record.
Work.
That equates to around 11 days, which means he would have to be awake for 11 days straight. And for those that don't know, staying up for that long can definitely kill you.
Normie, please, we can't lose another epic YouTuber. Go to sleep. Chat, I'm not even on the, anyway.
Yo, are those the hour count? The hours right there? 69 hours, boy. That is crazy. Oh man, that's as you get older, even staying up longer than throughout the night, it just gets ridiculous, bro. Like I feel like you can only do that stuff in like the teenage years. After that, it's insane. People literally, you get ready to just lose your mind and pull out your hair after a certain amount of hours of no sleep. I can't even go to work or anything with no sleep. I hate it, man. It's awful.
Near the line of death. I'm just sleepy. Like there's no death is not in the playing cards right now. Okay?
I don't think it's in your control,
this is a typical afternoon.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I stay up past 24 hours, I can physically feel something wrong with my body. And that seems to be normal because according to verywellhealth.com, things like slow physical and mental reaction time are normal for 20.
The day after a poor night's sleep, you might start having symptoms like headaches, fatigue, irritability, sadness, trouble concentrating, slow physical and mental reaction time, and jitteriness. Yeah, jitteriness. Yeah, I can agree on all of this, man. I can agree on all this. The sadness, that's crazy. That's crazy. All of these could lead you into just doing something, making some crazy erotic decisions, man. No way.
24 hours without sleep. But if these are the effects from only one day without sleep, imagine 11. Well, lucky for us, we don't have to do much imagining because like I said, everything
57 hours
was live streamed. From day 1 to day 11, the world got to watch as Normie slowly descended into madness.
Nah.
Oh my god, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Wow.
Nah, bro. I hope that's not a treadmill. You better not turn that on, bro. You better not turn that on. Nah.
Now, I know he looks a little crazy, but at this point, he's been up for 80 hours, which is the equivalent of like 3 days and 8 hours. Nah. And according to multiple health websites, at this stage, his perception can be drastically
3 or more nights without sleep. Chronic sleep deprivation can lead to death, but it's very rare. At this severe stage of sleep deprivation, a person may have full-blown symptoms of sleep deprivation psychosis, such as seeing and hearing things that are not there. This could literally, oh man, you may also feel paranoid and anxious or have delusional thinking. Extremely uncommon disorders such as fatal, I'm not even going to try to announce that, insomnia or sporadic fatal insomnia can cause a person to die from lack of sleep. That's crazy, bro. These conditions make it physically impossible for a person to get enough sleep. This reminds me of when Mr. Beast was like going live. I think he was doing like 24 hours saying PewDiePie. He was doing all of that. I feel like maybe that's what inspired it. So, yeah, go back. You guys know what I'm talking about. Mr. Beast was first coming up. You go back and see what I'm talking about. This is exactly what that reminds me of. Also, is he just streaming on YouTube? Like, where is he streaming? This is kind of crazy to allow live. I mean, people are just watching you suffer at this point.
Altered, and he could be hallucinating. And I do think that I should mention a few things that happened during the streams. One being that YouTube did strike his channel, being that he is kind of promoting self-harm.
Yeah.
And with a strike on his channel, that meant that he couldn't live stream. So he then tried to move to Kick, where he was also banned. And let me just say that getting banned from Kick is actually crazy, because literally anything terrible on the internet always happens on that platform.
I feel like Kick pick and chooses who they ban, though. Maybe they starting to like double down a little bit harder now, because I've been seeing a lot more people get banned. Like the Johnny Somali guy got banned, this guy got banned, but I mean, the people who they haven't banned, it's crazy. I remember back when you could literally do anything on Kick. Like people was basically just drunk driving, anything you could do that could destroy your life. That's what they was promoting, bro. And I hear Kick is like going downhill right now. I heard Aiden Ross is like no longer with them, or he got kicked, something like that, kicked from Kick.
But since he couldn't stream on Kick, it meant that his only other live streaming platform option was Rumble. And there he successfully completed the challenge.
Crazy work.
3, 2, 1.
Dude looks insane right now. Just look at him. Bruh, I wonder how long would you even sleep after this? Probably trying to look at his views, look at his analytics. Bruh, you need to be sleeping for a week straight, bro. It's time to go into hibernation after this.
Well done.
They're clapping for this,
You
man.
did it.
Everyone's spamming, I was here
Yo,
when
wow.
history went down.
Wow,
Yo.
that's pretty amazing.
The fact that this man was actually willing to die for views on an unofficial record shows you just how far he's willing to go for fame. I also forgot to mention that at one point, people did call the cops because they were genuinely concerned he might die.
We pretty much just want ambulance just to check your blood pressure, and then from there, it's all sweet. We'll just clear. We're happy enough. It's just if something does happen, just due to your body, I don't know enough about this, but you shut down all of a sudden and you can't get. We just want to make sure that we'll release an ambulance, just check over and make sure you're off. I think you're an idiot. But
So what does he do now? I mean, like, what does he do now? That's what I'm wondering. I guess we'll see in the video. It's like, how do you top that? I mean, you starting off your career crazy. I mean, what people are going to want to see you do after a while, they're going to be unamused. I mean, you're going to have to like do crazier and crazier stuff if you really think about it.
This challenge was so dangerous and people like the police were called, the average person would think that Normie wouldn't do something like this again. However, if that was the case, this video would have ended by now, because a few months after he completed this challenge, he decided to start another one. Only this time, the challenge is even more insane.
Alright, so the goal here is to stay in solitary confinement in complete darkness. This is an infrared camera.
This is
I see
crazy.
a little light, but other than that, complete dark room. This room is completely dark. And the goal is to stay in here until I go crazy. This is a science experiment.
Yo, I didn't think it was going to get worse, bro. I did not think it was going to get worse. Oh my goodness. Solitary confinement is insane, bro. Like, just go on one of the TV shows or something, bro. Let them put you on Beyond Scared Straight or something. Go to the real prison and just go in there, you know, tell them you want to do a challenge real quick. It's like, nah, bro is tripping, though. Bro is tripping.
This is a test. We're doing a test right now to see, will I go crazy?
You're joking.
I guess I commend him for his work ethic. I mean, you got to give him that at least.
Yes, you heard that right. He is going to voluntarily put himself in solitary confinement for a month. And he'll be doing it with no light source, like he'll be in complete darkness. However, before we continue talking about this, imagine creating a video from scratch about anything you can dream of, with no limits and no complex editing.
Yo, you know what's crazy? This looks like an ad. You know what's crazy? Imagine bro was doing this and his live stream stopped and he just didn't know. He just was in that room for like a month. And on like day 10, the video just stopped going live and he just couldn't tell because he was so out of it. Like, bro was going to send himself into psychosis. Like, I'm not going to lie, bro. He might send himself into something he can't get out of. Like if he was laced with the drugs.
As your creative partner in videos, so intuitive and fluid that a cinematic Coca-Cola brings it to life. Own voice, adding these. I highly recommend that you for your buck with 50 and buy generative seconds.
This a long
my
ad,
link
my
will
baby.
be in the description.
I hope they paid him a bag. That was a long ad, probably like 2 minutes.
Get back into the video. After Normie announced what he was doing to his live stream, even the people watching were begging him not to do it, with comments like, "Bro, stop putting your life in danger and
work.
Don't do this." But obviously he still did. Over the course of this insane live stream, we can slowly see him lose it mentally as time passes. Because the problem with locking yourself in a dark room with no sense of time is that it completely throws off your circadian rhythm. And for those who don't know what that is, your circadian rhythm is like your internal clock. And when it's disturbed by, say, locking yourself in a dark room with no sense of time, it can lead to changes of mood or cognitive impairment.
You know what? I'm gonna
How is he using a bathroom? Is he locking himself somewhere that has a bathroom? I'm confused.
throw my wife out too. I'm gonna get rid of my wife too. Lola. Why am I so tired? Didn't I sleep for like
32
10
hours, bruh. I guess at least he can sleep.
Yeah, this guy's insane. I can't even defend that. In just a little over a day of darkness, he starts making love to a mannequin. Like, that's insane. But luckily for us, as time went on, it literally only got worse. And I forgot to mention that if you look at the top left, you can see that if someone donates a certain amount, he has to do a
$50 mouth tape for 1 hour, $20 straight jacket for 1 hour. This is insane. You know, he needs to be careful because there is a very dark community on the dark web, you know what I mean, on the corners, the dark corners of the internet who will really pay this man probably as much money as he can take to do this stuff. So he needs to be careful because there is a dark community of people who will pay for him to do this stuff, bro. So he needs to be careful. There's a very thin line between this being entertainment and getting real sick because the moment it starts to spread, yeah, bro might get invited to do some crazy stuff, man. He got to be careful.
certain task. And obviously people who want to watch him suffer are gonna donate a lot.
Wow. Yes, I'm sorry I had to do this.
Thompson donated $20. Yes.
Straight
I'm sorry
jacket
I
for
had
a
to do
full
this.
hour for $20? That is diabolical, bro. Yo. Bro is just slowly turning into the Joker. He's about to come out like he's applying for the role to be the Joker, bro.
I was so hungry in an airport one time. I remember buying a chicken burger from somewhere.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Clearly, Normie isn't well, because not only is he sleeping for very long periods of time, you can also see his overall mood and mental health beginning to take a turn for the worse.
Nah, this ain't it, man. Nah, bruh. I feel so bad, man. I feel so bad for this guy. For real. This is... If you're supporting this, man, you are one effed up motherfucker, bro. Like, come on, man. This is just not okay.
Yeah, but...
Is it worth it if in the end you're not even sane, bro? Like, come on, man. Bro is not kissing the door.
Day in and day out, Normie's mental health would spiral out of control, while thousands of viewers would come and go, watching Normie through a screen as if he were a zoo animal.
hours.
However, everything came to a head, literally, when Normie decided to put his head through a wall.
No. Yo. This is not cool, bro. Yo. Look at the dent in the door. Wow. Bro, as a friend or family member, man, I can't even call you fam if you let me do something like this. I don't care how crazy I'm talking, trying to get clout. Because they can't be watching this and allowing this to happen, bro. Go check on your mans, bro. He needs to just get rid of all of those friends, bro. Like, this is not cool, man. I don't care how much debt I'm in. This is insane, bro. Like, he's literally harming himself at this point. Bro.
It's a very uncomfortable thing to watch, so I cut out the parts of impact. I don't think anybody wanted to see this.
What? Normie breaks wall at 47:47. Norm breaks door first. They're treating this like they're time stamping this, bro. This is crazy work. Ah, man, this is not cool.
It's because even his own comments were asking him why he was doing it and if anybody could stop him. But then again, after 20 days of solitary confinement without light, it's undoubtable that his mental health is on the floor. Eventually, he finished the challenge and went back outside for the first time in 30 days.
Can your eyes even do this, though? I don't even think you should do this after being inside for 30 days. You probably can mess your eyes up doing that, bro. 2.5 thousand likes is just crazy work, bro. Shout out to the 186 dislikes, for real. Because this is very uncomfortable to watch.
What the?
Bro was about to go blind.
But the biggest question is, was any of that worth it? Sure, he gained more viewers, but the fact is that he'll always have to keep upping the ante in order to keep them. And with the challenges that he's already done, I wonder where he'll draw the line. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.
That is crazy work. Yo, so let me know down in the comment section, do you think what he's doing is worth it? Let's just say he could become a millionaire or whatever. But you gotta think about it. Like bro said, you're gonna have to continue doing crazy, diabolical stuff like this. And it's just not cool. At the same time, he's also promoting, this torture content. I didn't even think this was a thing on like regular platforms, bro. So he just needs to be careful because for the right donation, it looks like he'll do anything. Feel bad for that guy, though. Hopefully, he gets the help he needs and he gets rid of those friends. But make sure you leave a like if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button. We're on our way to 5K. Y'all been showing love, man. Go check out my other videos. They should be somewhere on the screen. But I'm out of here. Gang.